Hey everyone, it's Celeste and welcome to my booktube channel. This is my Tis the Season TBR. I don't know how well I'll do in this read-a-thon, but I couldn't resist at least trying to participate. So here I am. The Tis the Seasonathon starts December the 3rd, which is tomorrow according to when I'm filming this video, and it extends until December the 9th. So that's a good long time to read some cool seasonal books. Okay, so let me talk about the challenges. The first challenge is to read a book with red or green on the cover. The second challenge is to read while listening to Christmas music or some kind of ambient seasonal sounds. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that will make you feel that you think will make you feel warm and fuzzy. Challenge number 4 is to read a short book, which would be 250 pages or under. Challenge number 5 is to read a holiday-themed book. And the bonus challenge is to read the buddy read book for the read-a-thon, and that's Snow and Love. So there's the challenges. Okay, so what I did is I went through and I looked at my shelves and looked at all the seasonal books that I had collected or that I thought I had. And I didn't think I had very many, but I had more than I realized. And I picked out a few, and most of them apply to multiple of the challenges. I am not going to do the bonus challenge. I don't have a copy of Snow and Love, and when I looked at the other things that I had available to me, I was like, I'm just going to skip that. Okay, so on my Kindle, the first one that I'm going to read is a book called Restoring Christmas by Kate Cash. I got that free on my Kindle with my Kindle Unlimited. It has to do with a couple of sisters who are estranged living in New York City. It's a big city and they don't really have much to do with each other. And they're called home to their hometown and they have to deal with some sort of problem, and the idea is that they'll find a way to connect with each other again, and they might also find love because it's a romance. As you could see, it had red and green on the cover, so that was really nice, and it's a seasonal themed, Christmas themed book, and I believe that it is short. I think it's just over 200 pages. So it applies to several of the challenges. Another one that I'm definitely going to try to read for the read-a-thon is a bind-up of 2 different short, like, Christmassy books by Samantha Chase. One is The Christmas Cottage, and the other one is called Ever After. And I don't know much about them. The Christmas Cottage says, Lacey Quinn does not believe in happily ever after or the legend of the Christmas cottage, but her best friend does, and she's the one getting married. It's Lacey's job to make sure everything at the cottage is perfect for the newlyweds. Instead, she finds herself snowed in with the best man. She begins to wonder if fairy tales really can come true. And then the other one in this bind-up, Ever After, says Ava Callahan wants desperately to believe in love everlasting. But when Brian McCabe walks back into her life and upsets her carefully organized world, her commitment to perfection makes it hard for her to accept the love that's right in front of her. Will it take a night in the Christmas cottage for Ava and Brian to find their happy ending? Probably so. Those books I chose because the bind-up has red and green on the cover. It's also holiday themed. Both of those, I think, are just over 200 pages, I think. One of them is like less than 200 pages. I don't remember which one. And all of these, I think, are kind of warm and fuzzy. But specifically for the warm and fuzzy challenge, I want to try to read, and I pulled out the graphic novel for Moonstruck. This is volume 1. And it has got fantasy elements, romance, like girl romance, and humor. So I thought that would put me in the holiday spirit and make me laugh a little bit. And I think it'll be warm and fuzzy. I picked it because I thought, yeah, the humor and the fantasy and the romance, like that's a recipe for good warm and fuzzy feelings for me. And then I was digging around, and this is sort of my wild card. I don't think I'll get to it, but in case I do, I pulled it out, and we'll see. But if I decide that I'm not in the mood to read a contemporary romance, or, you know, I'll probably read the graphic novel anyway. But I picked out a murder thriller called The Humbug Murders, and it takes place the week before Christmas. And it's written by a writing team that goes by the pen name L.J. Oliver. And I don't know where I got this little pocketbook, but I've had it on my shelf for a while, and I think that I'm going to do that. So I think altogether, these books will... and while listening to Christmas music, I think that I will try to do that while reading the Kindle book, Restoring Christmas. I forgot to mention that. So altogether, I think I can accomplish the 5 main challenges. And the bonus one I'm not even going to shoot for because I don't have a copy of that. But so I'm looking at 4 different books, novellas, what have you. Maybe 5 if I read The Humbug Murders. And I'm really excited. This read-a-thon is being put on by a bunch of great booktubers. I heard about it from Chelsea at Chelsea Darling Reads and Heather over at Bookables. So head over to their channels and you can get way more like ideas for your TBR and the challenges. Like, they're just really great, and I watch them all the time. But anyway, I hope that you're interested in this TBR and this read-a-thon, and I can't wait to see what everyone else picks. And happy reading this week. Thanks. Bye.